Alright, checking out Green Satoshi token. We've just been through and checked out all the other move to earns I do cover on this channel. They're all having pretty decent rallies today on average. I mean, the move to earns are doing very, very bullish over the past week. And it's the exact same with GST. So while on the daily, we're down like 1.2%, do bear in mind, come over to the 4-hourly time frame. See that we've just had a huge move to the downside. You've got a low here, you've got a move up, move down, higher low, you've moved up. This is a W pattern right here. We broke out of the neckline, we came down, made a higher low, came back up, and now we're double testing this neckline of the W pattern. So very interesting stuff. What's also very interesting is looking at this on the 4-hourly time frame. Because we've gone sideways for the past day or 2 days, really the past 2 days we've gone sideways. Because we've gone sideways, we've allowed the 4-hourly EMA ribbons to catch up with us, meaning that the support has been built up. And if we do have a breakdown, then worst comes to worst, this level obviously needs to hold, but this level is increasing as the price of GST goes up. So $5.85 is personally where I'd really want to see GST hold. It could get slightly worrying in the short term if we do break below there, because while this is a macro W neckline right here, the neckline is also, like I said, a lot of confluence coming in the market today. This is also the neckline of this M pattern. So this zone that we've got going on right here, from the start of this box down to these 4-hourly EMAs, this is a huge region. I do believe if we manage to pump above this, if we have a successful backtest, and then you start seeing GST pushing back above these previous prices where we got topped out on, then I would definitely argue that GST is going to go on a major rally. Now, it really all depends to how we hold the green box. And while I've been saying, personally, I'm already in GST. I always like to say what cryptos I'm covering, because I do like to be fully transparent on this channel. So just letting you know, I am already in a trade for GST. Technically, I'm slightly under the water. We got in right around here at $6.78, and we are down a tiny bit. I'll measure it, even though it's just down a tiny bit. So we're down about 9.5% as of the time of recording this, but we have just put in a very convincing macro bottom after this huge flush out, and this rally that we're seeing is very nice. So looking at your oscillators, we are slightly oversold. However, we're kind of building support as we go, especially on the relative strength index. We still have a lot of room to move to the upside, and as the market cap of Green Satoshi token is so low, I do still think that this can push much above the overbought region. So if I wasn't already in GST, I think personally I would be looking to see how this green box does react. If we do come down and manage to have a successful bottom anywhere above, basically let's call it $5.80, because wicks can happen. I'd say as long as we don't move significantly below $5.80, then the trend is your friend, and we're clearly in a super bullish trend for Green Satoshi token right now. Let's come down to your lower time frame. So on the 1-hourly time frame, we have just taken out the 1-hourly EMAs, but let's see how well have the 1-hourly EMAs performed. Well, I mean, since the last accumulation range, to be honest, it's always good to look and see how these EMA ribbons define the market, because just in this accumulation zone alone, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fake outs. I'm not including this 11th one because this is what started the rally. So, and then you come down here, you see, fake out, 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 fake out. So I would not be trading the 1-hourly time frame on this. I would definitely at least move over to the 4-hourly time frame. I will be looking forward to doing most of my analysis on the daily for this at some point in time. But unfortunately, as of right now, the data that we've got is a little bit plain. Although very nice, your daily EMA ribbons have just loaded in as well. So you've got macro support coming down at $5.40, which is also, the previous all-time high region. I think GST is ready to go up. I don't necessarily think we need to come down as low as $5.40 to come into your daily EMA ribbons. I would, however, really like to see this region getting held at this moment in time. Now, we are losing a tiny bit of bullish momentum. I guess that is to be expected as you are coming down into your EMAs, but the momentum should not be pushing down for too much longer, because these momentum indicators, they really work on moving averages, and while you're above your important moving averages like your 4-hourly EMA ribbons, then the trend is clearly in the favor of the bulls. So once again, as long as we don't move below $5.80, I remain bullish on this in the short term. In the longer term, like I said, this is very euphoric. Now, I would normally say I'd like to see these EMAs hold, but previously we blew off top, we had a blow off top to the downside, and now we're having a huge V-shaped recovery on the daily time frame. I mean, look at this V all the way down to here and then straight back up. Perfect V-shaped recovery. And we're not necessarily testing the neckline of the V. We have just temporarily broken below it. Like I said, I think these momentum indicators, looking at your 4-hourly EMAs, is probably the best way to do this. So we've talked about your oscillators being slightly oversold at this region in time. I do think once and if we do come down into your 4-hourly EMAs, that would give them a little bit more room to breathe. Judging on the strength of the market though, we do have a lot more weight to push back up to the upside, as this is a new move to earn hype driven coin with a low market cap. I do think the overextension on the money flow indicator can be violated. There have been plenty of times where you can see we topped out in oversold, came down for a correction. Within the next couple of days we were putting in new all-time highs, at which point you can see came down, and then at this point, I mean, we didn't even make it to, or we made it just to as oversold as previously during this huge blow off top. So I would not underestimate how fast GST can move, and that goes in both directions. So keep your eyes on $5.80. I really want to see this hold. I could potentially look at picking up some more GST if we do come down to these lower targets and have a bounce. That will be something that I'll keep you updated on the Discord. So like I said, I record these videos once a day for the people who do want the daily updates on these cryptos. But if you do want the more time sensitive information, if you want to know like that when I'm making a trade, if you want to know when I'm DCAing, what my price targets are specifically for stop losses, if I do change anything last minute, if you want time sensitive news, memes, all of the above, and a great community, go down to the description below, find the Discord link. I hope to see you in there. That is all I've got for GST. Like I said, join the Discord, not financial advice, cowboy out, and as always, peace.